Really good. So let's go on. We needed to record that. All right. So there are 6 principles you need to take note of for your level. 6 basic principles when it comes to designing. I know a lot of boys here, they want to design, they love designing, they can go to a cafe just, and it's important you learn the skills. By the way, people earn good money from designing things like this that I showed you. I'm sure even the book in your class right now, you can see designed. Somebody designed those things, it's blurry. Somebody designed those things to get good money. So this is a skill you want to learn. By the way, okay? This your slide was designed with Canva. All these things you see here, all these write-ups, it was done with Canva, and you can do it too. I need you to concentrate. So the first thing I need you to know, the first principle, you have to know how color works. Okay. If you see the design on this slide is showing you yellow, blue, yellow, black, and white, because that's the color of the brand. So we had to stick to 3 colors all through, just to, have what's the word? There should be some unity happening somewhere. So if you check, you see different colors has different meaning to it. So I would like to ask, even though I'm not going to wait for your answer, if you see UBA today, what color comes to mind? If you hear about United Bank of Africa, what color comes to mind? If you hear about Google Chrome, what color comes to mind?
Red.
If you hear about WhatsApp, what color comes to mind? So these
Green.
are the thank you. Colors help you remember a brand too. Okay. So color speaks. It has meanings, it has emotions attached to it. So if I see red, I know we're talking about energy, it's passion. If I see white, it's innocence to me. If I see black, we're probably mourning somewhere. So everybody has, what the meaning to a color is to them. So if you check here, this is the definition of some colors emotionally. That's what it communicates emotionally. So you see your color wheel on the right. I'm sure you've learned about primary and secondary colors. Kindly mute yourself if you're not saying anything. Okay. So the color wheel, like you saw up there, how do you make colors talk to each other? How do you make them, come together and make sense? So you can use the complementary, which is opposite colors. Red and green can go together to make sense. Let me see. Do I have anything around me that gives red and green? But looking at this, you can see that it has a yellow cap and a red body, which is also a good color combination if you ask me. Because if I go to the chemist, immediately I see this, it will catch my eye. I'll be like wondering, okay, what is this? Because it's actually shouty, right? That's how that works. And then you have the neighboring colors. So blue and green, they are neighbors. They work together very well. You also have monochromatic. Monochromatic is a case where you have the same color but different shades. So you have light blue, which is your sky blue. You have the darker blue, which is navy blue, like that. So once you learn colors, this is somebody's course. People go to university to study this proper. Okay, so take it seriously. And then the second principle is your typography. Now, you need to be able to learn fonts. Formally or professionally, it's important you use Times New Roman. Formally, when you are trying to be professional, your letters, you're going to submit official letters, use Times New Roman formally, okay? But the other ones, when it comes to design, you can be flexible. You can use different fonts, but ensure that it is readable. So if you see here, if you notice here, I made sure that everything I wrote was written by that font. So for the first one, you see that this is its font. There are different examples to serif. For sans serif, you see the font. For script, you see its own font. You have cursive writing. In most cases, I don't use cursive writing because it's not really readable, especially for older people. They have to squint and, struggle to see it. And for display, it's fancy, it's cute, it's nice, and it's readable. So you can also use it, right? So this is something you should also take note of. And then, of course, for the do's and don'ts, from the good and bad poster that you saw, you could tell that some were big, some were small. It was just too many things going on, You should be able to follow these do's. When you are trying to make the heading, of course, make it big. As you can see here, see the heading here. It's bigger than the body. right? Those are the little rules. And also your body should be readable, at least 18 font size, okay? And then use hierarchy. So of course, when you want to note something, it can be smaller. When it's the title, it should be bigger and all of that, right? Now moving to the third contrast. This is simple, okay? Ensure that you know dark versus light, you know big versus small, there's bold versus thin, there's round versus square. Just take note of all of those things. And then, of course, from contrast, you can see, if you look very well, the one on the left, you can barely see it. You don't even know what was typed there, because why are you having yellow color on white background? The rule I prefer is I prefer having a darker background with a light write-up. I hope I'm saying it the right way. Yes, that's what I prefer actually. Or is it a light background with a dark write-up? I can't remember now. But if you look on the right, what I mean is white is the background, which is a lighter color, and then black is the text, which is a darker color. So it's bold. You can see what is written on the right very clearly. You don't have to squint. But for the left, it's hard for me to see, to be honest. Some people might see it, but if you see, you can tell the difference. That's the third rule, okay? Now, the fourth principle is alignment. Your text should align. So we ensure to show you here, this is your left alignment, this is your middle, your center, this is the right, and this is when you justify your text. All of these things would show you, okay? So just stay with me. And then the fifth principle is balance. So what is symmetrical? What is asymmetrical? So from the English word, symmetrical is when something makes sense. There's a shape. So if you see the diagram on the right, you see a butterfly. Even God is an artist. What do you mean? What do you mean? How beautiful does a butterfly look? Look at it, the wings, and look at the tiny thing in between. So there has to be symmetry, like it has to make sense. There should be a shape that makes sense. But if you see the second one, which looks like amoeba, a lot of you know about amoeba, it's just, you can't even tell what shape is here, what shape is there. Yeah. And then moving on to the fifth principle. Remember that we said it's 6 principles, right? You're going to be asked in your worksheet. So it's important that you take notes and you pay perfect attention. Okay. So the fifth principle is your white space. White space is you. Why are you unmuting? Mute yourself, even Technopop. Technopop, you should write the name of your school there. Okay. So white space, remember what I told you about white space? We have an example here. So if you look at this one here, this one, there's no space. There's no white space. White space from the name is just having space. Okay, so there's no space here. It's just clustered. The texts are just all together with the diagram. It's making no sense. But here you can see there's white space, some gaps, some alignment. It just makes sense. So that's the fifth principle. Now the sixth principle, that's the sixth principle actually. So in summary, the first principle is your color, okay? Know how to work with colors. The second one is the typography. What are the fonts you're trying to use? The third one is your contrast. Know how to use different colors together. The fourth one is the alignment with your text. The fifth one is balance. How to have the shapes and all of that. And then the sixth one is space. How to just make sure that your writings make sense. So this applies to every design that you will be creating, which we'll be showing you today. So this is where Canva comes in, because of course you already know the other ones that we have. We have PowerPoint, we have CorelDRAW, like you earlier mentioned, we have Canva, and we have a lot of others, okay? But Canva was picked because it's a collaborative tool. You're able to join with other people to create a design all together at the same time. Take note, at the same time. If I create on Canva now and I share the link with you, you'll be able to log in, click on that link, and work on that same design that I just worked on. That's what we mean by a collaborative tool. Okay. Now, Canva is a free online tool. It's an online, I wouldn't call it a design tool because it does more than design, to be honest. But for now, it's a free online design tool. Okay. But you can always pay for premium Premium means you want more things. Maybe you design something and you need more colors or more oof to it. You can always pay. When you pay, you have access to every other feature. Okay. So it helps you create your posters, your flyers, social media graphics, presentations, just like the presentation you are looking at now. It was created using Canva. Okay. Now it's used by students, as you know, business owners, brands, marketers, anybody can use Canva. So now we would need to go to canva.com on your web browser, okay? Or you have the application on your phone. You can download Canva as an application on your phone or your laptop. So right now on my laptop, I have Canva as an application downloaded. I would also use the web browser so you can see the difference. You create an account, then you log in and you start designing. Okay, now this is what Canva looks like. Once you create an account, this is what it looks like. Some of you might have used Canva before. Those who are new to it, this is what it looks like. So when you see somebody's screen and you see this, you just know it is Canva. So you see it's up here, they wrote it Canva. For those people who were asking what Canva is, this is Canva, okay? So the interface, as you would see the left panel, the right panel. So I think I'll just go straight into showing you what Canva is. So let's share the whole of my screen now. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen and then I'm going to act as though I've never used Canva before. So if you see up here in my browser, you see that I always use Canva every day. It's a tool that you'd enjoy using. So you do canva.com, yeah? So as you remember what Mr. Chima taught you about AI, so before even putting in .com, it already knew what I wanted. So it already put it there for me. All I need to do is just click it. So immediately I clicked on it, this was what showed. I hope you can see, okay, I can see my screen. So this is the interface. I told you it's more than a design tool to me. So you see the whiteboard I spoke to you about. So let's say, for example, I want to teach you how to add numbers. I'll just click on this whiteboard. Then I'll click on tools. So this is my pen. So I just, no, let's undo that. And let's reduce that. Okay, so let's do that again. Okay, good. So let's say 2 plus 3, that's 5. So if you want to be an online tutor, you want to get paid to teach people online what you know, you can use Canva as your virtual whiteboard. You can teach somebody in the USA something from here in your room, right? You don't have to go to the physical class. This is one of the tools that you can use. But yeah, we're here for design, so let's go back. Okay, so let's say, for example, I just want to design something real quick. Okay, so I lost myself for a minute. All right, so here, as you see, home is where you see all of the things you've worked on before now, right? And then project is still the things you've worked on, all the designs you've worked on. Template is them showing you a design you might want to use that they designed for you. That's what a template is. So it's already been designed. So all you need to do is just click on it and tweak it. So let's say, for example, I want to design your project, the last day of your project. So I want to let all of you know that, okay, you'll be presenting on the 30, how many days in March? Let's say 30th of March or 31st of March. So you can come here to search. So remember when you were taught about AI by Mr. Chima? So Canva has also infused their own AI such that you can give it a prompt and it will design something for you. All you have to do is just edit the text. That's if you are really, rushing to go get something done. So you just put in a prompt. So I'm going to say, create a nice design for secondary school students who are about to complete the 8 weeks. Is it 8 weeks? Let's say 5 days. Tech Bridge program. Okay. Create a nice design for secondary school students who are about to complete the 5 days Tech Bridge program. Okay, full stop. This, I will not tell it what I want it to have on it. This design should show African students. That's if it will show. Okay, I have a limit to what I can type. So we'll just stop at the full stop. So it can only take in few words from me. So we'll just stop there. Excuse me, let me see something. So let's see what it will design for us. We couldn't find anything for create a nice design. Check that a type of knocking. Okay, so let's check for the start. Okay, and let's try again. Did I copy that? I have to type that again. So first you have to click on, so I either click on my design, which I already have, or I click on templates, which they would create for me, or I click on AI, which the AI on Canva will create for me. So let's do that again. Create a nice design for secondary. This is just something from my head. So who are about who let me move this so that I can see. Okay. Okay. So you see down here, you can put a design if you have one. You can include an image just so the AI has a context of what you want. You can include doc. That's a document if you want. There is a code here. You can include a code if you want. This, you can include a video clip. But if you see this crown, remember when I told you that you would have to pay for premium services. So whenever you see the crown here, it means I do not have access to this until I pay. Right now, I'm using the free version of Canva. So I'm going to click on it so you see what I'm saying. Do you see? So now that I clicked on that feature, I've not paid for premium. Okay. So they will tell me, oh, you're actually not using, you're still They say try Canva business for free, but for you to use anything that has this crown, you have to pay. But for the first 30 days, it will be free. So I can cancel if I don't want to pay them. After the first 30 days, I can always cancel. But for free on the first 30 days, you can use. Then after that, of course, they'll start deducting the money from your account. So you can always go to check all of these things. But trust me, it's worth it. Paying for it is worth it if you're a business owner and you always earn from what you do. It's important you pay for it. Okay, so I'm not going to use this because it's free. So let's say I wanted to add, include African students, right? So let's try. Let's see what this can give to us. I'm going to click on submit. So when you click on this arrow, you see what appears? Submit. So you can use this. I can speak to this platform. It will listen to me from here when I click here. You know how you can send a voice note on WhatsApp? All you need to do is click anything that looks like a microphone. That's what this feature is for. And then this is your settings feature, remember. So just click on it now and see what it does. So we're waiting for it. It has to take its time. Remember what Mr. Chima told you, it will be doing the modeling and all of that. And then finally, it will show you something. So now it's left for us to pick the one we want, okay? We can't see it fully here because it's just showing us for us to just pick the one we prefer. So I think it gave me how many designs? 3 designs, right? Oh, wow, really? Okay, let's do that again. So you see this one, and then you see the second one, and then you see the third one. So which should we pick? I'm thinking we pick the first one, right? See the first design here, see the second one here, and see the third one.
First one. The first one.
Okay, now that I clicked on the first one, thank you. We've clicked the first one. You can mute yourself. Thank you. So now that I clicked on the first one, you see up here, we're going to use the Canva editor. So we're moving to the editor now where we can do all of the things I showed you initially. So of course, I didn't give the AI enough context into what I wanted it to design. I didn't tell it the name of the schools, the dates. Did I say the dates? I forgot. I didn't include the dates. So now that AI has created this for us, we would have to check the text and now edit to, suit whatever it is we're working towards. So if you look up here, you see Tech Bridge. Tech Bridge is tiny. And I don't know, to me, I feel like my text is not so visible. So I'd like to change the color. Oh, okay. Let's take it back. Take it back. I need to show you what this place is all about first. Okay, let's come here. So if you remember everything that we spoke about, we said the font, you should be able to put the right font so that it's readable, right? So this is where you have all your fonts. Any font, how you want your text to look like, how you want people to be able to read it. That's what font is. So here you can come select any font at all that you want, right? My favorite font is Poppins. I like Poppins because I feel it's clear. I don't know, I can't explain it, but I like Poppins. Now, remember your font size. So if I want this to be bolder, I would increase it from 28 to, let's say, 30. Not 30. 55 is okay. I hope you can see that. You saw what I did, right? So now if I don't want this, if I want to go back to where it was, you just come here and undo everything you have done. Just click on this back arrow. If I want to come back, you click on the redo arrow. right? Okay. Now, if I want to change this color, because I feel like I'm not seeing well, maybe it's my eyes, I can just come here. So you see the text color, you'll see the color just below the text. Click on it and change the color to whatever color you want. So if you know color codes, maybe you know the number, right, of the color, you can always put your hashtag, you can always put a color that I know. So I know white to be FFFFF. Am I correct? Is that what white is? Before I go and be so let me see. Let's check again. I know white has to be FFFF. See, okay, I think it's 6F. I put 5F. Okay, so let's try again. FFFFFF. Good. So 6F is white. I know that one because it's very simple. So let's try white. Come on. Okay, good. So I've changed this to white. Remember, if I want to undo it, maybe white is not really giving. The previous color is better. I'll just go and undo. That's all. Okay. Okay. So let's go with white. I'll redo. Now, of course, this one, I can reduce it just so it goes back to its normal way. Right? So I can change this to presentation. Showcase, is it? Nah, presentation is okay. So you see what I did? All I needed to do was, let me undo so I know you're with me. All you need to do is just click on that box. Do you see? Double tap and then write what you want or type what you want. So of course it's too big. I'll just come here and reduce the font size. Good. So this is okay. I can adjust this just so it's on the same level as this box. Then I don't like this color. Remember the color thing we spoke about? You shouldn't have, if you ask me the rule of colors, it shouldn't be more than 3. Yes, 4, you know. So I think I want to change the background here to, okay, because it's AI, it might not change it for me. I wanted to change this background to white, but it's AI that's, okay. Uh-oh, no. I wanted to change this background to white, but see, I can only remove it if I was paying for premium. So we'll just leave that one. I want to change the background to white. So if I want to, I can change my text back to cream color. So let's move on. So editing this, of course, we'll put your name here because we don't know the student name, or put the school. So we'll come here and just change this student and school to GSS, presented by GSS. Then what day? Let's put 31st. Okay. So that is tiny and not clear enough for me from where I'm seeing. So I don't know if you agree with me, boys. Why it's not, I don't know. Look at the other one, then look at this one. To me, I feel like white is bolder. And so I feel purple is doing too much. This purple design they put here for us. This one here. But they want to make it cute, but I don't know. I feel like it's just there. Okay, let's just leave it. So presentation day. Let's put presentation day. Right. So I'm using GGSS to represent everybody. It's not like I'm picking anybody in particular. So Tech Bridge program. So I want to show you what we said about alignment. We won't touch on all the principles. So look at this. It's even written for you. The name here is alignment. Right? Okay, we'll try to change the purple color. So you can come here. If you see, this is already a middle or center alignment. So I can decide I want it to be on the left. Do you see how it changed? Change it back. This is the justification alignment. If you click on it again, it goes to the right. That's the right alignment. Then if you click on it again, it gives you the center. So it all depends on your text, how your text will look. You make sure you use your alignment. And this represents your uppercase, lowercase, anything text, right? This, of course, from how it looks, it helps you underline whatever text. This changes your text to italics form. So let's say I want to change this one to italics. So it will bend. That's what italics means. I don't know how else to explain that. But if you want your text to be bold, of course, this is already bold. If you don't want it bold, you undo this. Just click on it. It will stop being bold, right? If you click on this, click on bold, it will go back to being bold. So all of this here, this is a panel. This here just helps you do most of the work, as you see. So the more you use it, the more you play with it, the more it makes sense, right? What else? This is for listing. So let's come to the next page. So it's able to now tell us what the program will be about. So of course it's AI that did it for you. AI doesn't know what your program is about. All you need to do is come here and start editing everything AI has written, because what AI has written is not correct. It doesn't have the info. And if you look at this very well, is it not tiny? To me, it's tiny. Except maybe when we zoom. So when you look at it and you think it's tiny, the people you are trying to present to might not see it. Come back here and increase your font. Now, it's important to know that for presentation rule, you shouldn't have too much text. Okay, I'm trying to watch time. I almost forgot that we're working with time. We're wrapping up soon. So if you want to present anything, please do not have too much text. Just have little text, more diagram, just so it's not taking up space and people can read what you are doing. They can understand what you are doing, right? If I want to undo, I just go back to undo this. I know a lot of you will have so many questions, but do not worry. We would have more programs coming up and we'll have in-depth, practical sessions with you. So these are just the other pages that I was able to create for us. This is actually cute. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. I'm sure we agree with that. And this is the last page that it created for us. Very cute. So all you need to do is just come here, edit, maybe you want to put your phone number, you want to put your email address, and even your social media platform. All of that you can do there. So yes, I think we can wrap up quickly, because of time. So of course, I know you have questions. Like I said, you always ask your questions and get more in-depth practical to work with. But thank you for being very attentive and quiet. So where is I want to conclude now with this thing. Really. Okay, so you're going to have your assessment that will be sent to you. Sorry, I'm trying to look for my slide. I'm sure you can see the whole of my screen now. Let me see, where did I keep it? It's downloaded. So you're going to take a group picture, right? You're going to take a group picture with the students, your teachers and you, and then you post it in the group. Okay, if I got that instruction correctly. So we've been able to see an overview of what Canva looks like, right? So we also have instructions for you. We're going to send you assessments. Do not worry about that. So just in summary, before we wrap it up, you've been able to learn about the 6 design principles, right? You know your colors, how to type, the contrast, how to align your work, how to balance your shape, your white space, how to make sure that there is a nice space in between. Color theory, very important, okay? If you don't know colors, you can mix it up. Your designs will just look horrible. It's important. And remember, this is a skill that can give you money just before you even go into the university. So take it seriously, learn it, okay? And then you should be able to apply design thinking. There's a course called design thinking. If you love design, if you love colors, you like what you see, go and learn about design thinking. It will take you places, trust me. Every day, everybody needs design. Everybody needs posters. Everybody needs books, textbook. Every day, people need to design. So it is a skill that you do not want to miss. Okay. And so in your next session, come prepared, trying to learn how to code. Everything about your website, even Canva. Canva was created from coding. Okay. So it's important that you even know how to code. And of course, you're going to be learning that tomorrow. Okay. So, Mr. Eze, would you like to come in? Trying to watch. Don't forget to take the photos and post. Okay, do not forget to take photos and post on the group. So can we have all your cameras on? Or maybe we'll do that on the last day where we'll all take group pictures together online. I'm sorry I can't take questions. I'm sure you have so many questions, but our time. Okay. Okay. So thank you so much for being attentive. It's good to see you again. I was here on day one. I had fun with you guys, but now we have to rush and go. So ensure that you'll be good students as always, and please learn to apply everything that you learn during these sessions. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
So don't forget your pictures. Please take your pictures.
Thank you,
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Bye.
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 Bye. Okay, I'm going now. Bye.